What's up?
Say that again.
Okay. Are we ready? I'm taking notes while we're doing this.
Cool. Yeah, we can take the first question. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for coming. Appreciate it.
Yeah, so first we're gonna hit some bullet points for shipping. Like Mike said yesterday, everything current one we're having shipped out by next Friday, getting tracking sent to you, etc. Mike's gathering a big box, jerseys, game used items, all of that stuff from all the guys, so we'll be able to ship it out to you. So anything you haven't received yet will be shipped out and tracking will be sent to you by next Friday. As far as Wild the World goes, yes, we're still partners with Wild the World. It's a slower process than hoped, obviously. They just released their trailer late last week. Mike was actually on a space for that with them, kind of talking about everything. They had a mint coming up today for animals and things like that. So we're still partners. You know, they tweeted out all their partners, graphics. We were in that. Wild the World themselves is building our complex, handling everything. So it'll be a key part of their metaverse. Next thing, weekly talk. So Mike's going to be in here every Wednesday. Moving forward, he's going to be in here doing an AMA. He'll touch on project questions briefly if there is any, but it's more so just meant to talk sports, your guys' interest, what Mike likes. Obviously, there's been a bunch of UFC fights lately, really awesome ones. So whether it be just talking UFC sports, he's going to be in here more, getting to know you guys. Another thing, gaming streams. We're going to be doing a lot more gaming streams. We're doing one middle of next week. For the first one, we're going to do Call of Duty. Actually, we're going to do Warzone. So we're going to do a Warzone stream. Anyone that games, more than welcome to hop on and play. So we're going to do those more frequently moving forward. After the Warzone, we're planning on doing a Madden one. Gary's really curious if any of you guys can beat him in Madden. So we're going to do Warzone and then Madden. Doing Warzone middle of next week. We're going to post times and sign up sheets. Now, those are kind of our brief updates. Now it's open for questions.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up? What's going on?
Not much, man. So, question. So, how many non-founder items are still left to be shipped?
That is an awesome question.
Non-founder items mean jerseys or game used gear.
Not like the auto cards.
Yeah, so less than 25.
Less than 25. Okay.
Individual cards, yeah.
Okay, less than 25. Okay. Is there going to be any plan to update how the utility is claimed without having to go through a spreadsheet? Because I know one of the users had mentioned there's 852 items marked as one, but only 140 of them have been claimed.
Yes. Yeah, only 140 have been claimed. Yeah, Brooks, do you want to touch on that?
Yeah, so I'm sorry, what's your question here?
So that over 850 items have been marked as one, but only 140 of them have been claimed. Is there any update that's going to take place where we don't have to scroll through a spreadsheet to try to claim utility?
For now, no. You'll be able to claim utility just like you do off the utility giveaways. You can cross-reference your player IDs on there and see what you won. So every week you don't have to look at the spreadsheet. You can check on the utility giveaways.
Okay, and how often is that spreadsheet going to get updated?
Another updated one will be posted tomorrow.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I guess my confusion was just where originally, whenever we spoke yesterday, that there were hundreds of hundreds of tickets that you guys were going through from support, but only 140 items had been claimed. So I guess that's where there was some
So there's
confusion.
732 tickets right now. They're in chronological order. So yeah, that's whenever I say hundreds of tickets, I mean literally hundreds of tickets.
And what are those? Are those just primarily coming from like the daily giveaways or that are being claimed? Because obviously it's not from utility.
No, it's from everything. Utility, everything.
Okay, so there's 25 cards left to be shipped that are like auto cards that have been won from utility that are non-founder items. And then you're essentially saying there's another 600 items from giveaways alone that still haven't been shipped or responded to as a support ticket.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, I guess just that's where my confusion was. It just didn't seem like that just seems like a really, really high number. But
Yeah, like I said, we're on like ticket 730 something. So when I say hundreds, I mean that literally hundreds of tickets.
are you guys planning on doing anything like if I may ask, like I know like Downs was helping with shipping and stuff like that and then stepped away, and is there any plan in place to help with almost 1,000 tickets?
Yeah, I mean,
Mm,
I know I can speak for myself. I hadn't been shipping anything out. I know I'm shipping a big box of stuff. I'm getting stuff from my teammates as well. So yeah, I mean, yeah, we're mostly handling it internally. I'll have some people obviously help me do it. I'm sure Austin and Brooks are the same, but that's we've heard the complaints, and we understand, we get it. There was work to be done on our end. That's being completely transparent, and we're doing our best to put our foot forward and be like, okay, we need to step up and do something different, and get these things completed.
Yep, nope, that's fair enough. I mean, it's definitely a lot for only a couple people to handle. I guess yeah, it was just really odd that Downs had stepped away for went MIA for over a month. So that was just a little strange, and just seemed like he was overwhelmed, and it seemed like he was the only one that was really handling things. I don't mean that in a disrespectful way, but the bottom line is that's how it came off.
I get it. No, I can see where you're coming from. I completely understand that. Um, he could have very well felt overwhelmed. I know we've all felt overwhelmed at times. Austin and Brooks especially. Um, that's the nature of the NFT game. And especially running a project. It's our first time, so we're trying to, like I said, handle it the best way. Have we been perfect? Not even close. But like we're trying to provide the best we can at this point, and and get you guys your utility, and get the people that haven't received their things, have them get them.
No doubt, yeah. And then also, what about like some of the other athletes that were a part of this? Like aside from you, MCW, it's like I mean I don't think we've heard from Marcus once. The last update was 6 months ago that more athletes were coming soon. That has yet to happen. Lance McCullers never has said a word in months. Same with Gary Harris. Same with Jeremiah Grant. It's like these guys have massive platforms, and it's just a little disappointing that we were brought on under the impression that these guys were going to be a part of this project. And quite frankly, I mean that's not the case. And there's no other way to to beat around that bush like point blank. Do we have other athletes coming on? Are those guys going to continue to just not be involved? Because that's just, I mean, that's bottom line. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, I've said before, I think that I don't know if players in general, not only the guys you named, but other guys in other companies as well, understand the work that it takes post drop and what to do and the involvement you need to be in. And I understand, it's a crazy lifestyle for athletes. I'm an athlete myself, so I get it. But there's guys that do go through different things that if you don't understand the NFT game and you're going through your own personal things, then you're definitely not going to be as active in the NFT community as you would be if things were going well, right? Like, for example, my brother had surgery. He's had and he's still injured now. Does he know the NFT game well? No. Is he a spiteful dude and is like, yeah, I'm going to take these people's money and not do my my due diligence?
Sure. No, not at all.
No, I'm not saying.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? I'm not saying that you are saying that, and I'm not saying that they're deliberately doing that as well. I think it's a lack of understanding, and maybe that's my fault. Maybe I didn't do a good enough job of telling them. But what I will say is I'm not going to just give up and let them, ride in the sunset, sort of say. We're gonna ask them to do things like, we want Marcus to be. He plays Call of Duty. Maybe it is playing some Call of Duty with some of the holders. Same thing with T Ross. He does do some streams. Maybe it's doing some streams with T Ross. Getting Gary involved. We're going to actively pursue these things for sure because that's what our plan was in the first place. But
Right.
it hasn't been as smooth as we thought it would, and that's the honest truth. That's
fair. That's more than fair. I mean, I get it. I mean, athletes live
Right.
totally different lifestyles than the rest of us do, and that's that's just the way that it is. I get it. Injuries, seasons,
Right.
practice, things of that
And then
nature.
look at myself. I got injured and I got released. I'm not even around the team anymore like that. I'm not around T Ross and Gary and those guys every single day to be on them and say, hey, we got this today. We got this today. Like, I got 2 kids. I got cut from my team. You know what I mean? And I'm not making excuses.
That's life, man. Life happens, and like I said, I totally
I just
get
wasn't. I wasn't as close to them, and I can't predict that, right? I can't predict that I'm not going to be, on the team and be able to have these guys do X, Y, and Z. So, like I said before, like, completely understand your frustration. There was a lack of things that Austin, Brooks, and I and the rest of our team should have been doing. We are not. Maybe our NFT project isn't as active as we had thought it was going to be, but we are not going to just completely give up and quit. We really want to see Wilder World through. We think that's a huge opportunity for the holders. We think that they are moving at a pace that, like, we thought they wouldn't move at. Like, right, they are a big company. They are a big project and a big company and are doing things at a slower pace. But I think it's worth the wait to see what they got coming. A sports complex with them, could lead to, I don't know if it leads to the best, it does a 360 for players only, or it doesn't. But, like, we want to see that through.
Yeah, you won't know until we find out.
Exactly.
No, I get it. And then I'm sure I have a few more questions, but I'll let someone else grab the floor after this. Like I said,
No.
the announcement that was out 6 months ago about more athletes coming soon that was posted.
Say that again. You cut out a little bit.
Oh, sorry. I said the last announcement, and like I said, I'll give the floor to someone else after this. But the last announcement on October 17th of 2021, with more athletes coming soon. Can you guys elaborate on that at all? Like, are there more athletes coming soon, or is that just? I'm not going to say it was a false promise or false hope by any means. That's not what I'm saying at all. But are there plans to have other athletes, and if so, can you share some of that information? Considering it's been 6 months since we've been anticipating an update on that.
For sure. So our plan to have more athletes is contingent again on Wilder World. We have an athlete that is going to be a part of Wilder World and players only, right? So I don't want to announce him yet without that being completed.
Until it's all buttoned up. Yep.
So we have an athlete, and he is going to do a lot of things for Wilder World and for us as well. So we want to add athletes in contingent with Wilder World. So that we do want to bring athletes. We could have 5 athletes. We could have, that we could have 1 or 2. You know what I mean? I hope it's more. I hope it's more that we can give to you guys, and we're going to try to. But again, it's not all contingent on us. It's contingent on them as well. And that's as honest I can be.
Okay, no, that makes sense. I appreciate that. Like I said, you just got to see where it goes and who's going to get involved, and then That's kind of the waiting game. So I guess it's just nice to know that there is something in the works, because like you said, it had been a while.
For sure.
It sounds like there's a couple
For
of
sure.
things that need to be, connected.
All right, Boogie. Anything else you were wondering or had a question about?
No, I'll give the floor to someone else and come up with something here in a few minutes.
Thanks.
All right. Appreciate you.
Hey guys.
What's going on?
What's up?
Oh, I cannot hear you. Why is it going to like headphones? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
I don't know why I can't hear you. Hold on. Voice settings. Okay. Well, I'm not sure why I can't, but I guess I'll let somebody else talk while I try to figure this out.
All good, my man. It was nice seeing you in Dallas too, brother.
Yeah, I can like barely hear you. Let me see.
Mike, you think we're gonna get that Aljo TJ fight?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, right.
Definitely. Probably in like December or like maybe earlier, maybe November. That's what TJ said. I was at the fights with. I went to the fights with TJ.
Yeah. I saw. Yeah, calms up. Hill's been a fool lately.
Do we want to add some stuff while Dallas is fixing his mic?
Yeah. Any questions while Dallas is in his?
Can anybody hear me?
Yeah, he's trying again. Yeah, one sec. How about now?
Whenever I'm not speaking, it like I can hear you clearly, but then when I try to talk, I can't hear anything. It's so weird.
Can you hear me?
I mean, it's like super quiet. I'm not really sure why. I'm gonna see if I can plug in my headphones. I don't know if that'll make it work.
Go to I can't hear me, but you have to you have to put it on speaker. Like slide the button up and go to change audio output. Or you can always hop in.
No, that did it. Yeah, I'm dumb.
You're good. All right.
Yeah. Sorry.
I'll go.
Yeah. So my only real question is I like the gaming aspect of it. I'm interested to see how y'all do the signups and whether it will be like tournament based or if you do like private lobbies and stuff. So we'll see how all that goes. But my real question, other than all the stuff that Boogie mentioned, was just in terms of the IRL stuff. Like when you came to Dallas, I mean, that was awesome, right? It was fun to like just hang out and talk for a little bit. But in terms of like IRL events for not just meeting with y'all, but meeting with the community and having like competitions between, I know like we have set up those teams and having competitions between the teams and doing stuff IRL to like facilitate that, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I mean, I think that in terms of IRL events, I mean, Austin and Brooks can speak more on it, but kind of the way I think of it is, I know that there's going to be NFT events that I'm going to be going to, even this summer. And I just with other the Knights of Degen, the other groups of people, and we're going to try to integrate something for players only. When I go to those events, whether it's meeting holders, having them meet with other NFT communities as well. just a social type, deal. I feel like that would be, a pretty cool, idea as well.
Okay. Yeah. No. I mean that's definitely cool. I like the social aspect of it. I just wanted to see if like we were like had any plans for the future in terms of being like competitive and individualizing like teams within our own space with all the athletes and the teams that we created.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's going to be, I know it's kind of sounds repetitive, but contingent on Wild World again, right? Like I know they have plans of having us with we all got our we all got our Wilder wheels, and there's going to be racing components, and we want to tie players only into those components. Maybe it's somebody on T Ross's team versus mine, or vice versa. But I think there's a lot of things that can come out of that. Whether it's I know that they want to hold fights in the metaverse, right? Like whether it's each fighter is supported by a different team. So there's definitely ideas that we're playing with, but it's hard when we are again contingent on something else.
Okay. Yeah. No, I appreciate it. Thanks for the input.
No problem. And I thank you guys for coming out. I know it's I just want to keep this kind of to 30 minutes. I'll be back next Wednesday to answer any questions and have some sports updates. Maybe we talk about the playoffs for a little bit and how they're going. So thank you everybody for coming out. I appreciate it. More to come soon, and stay tuned. Thank you.
And yep, updated claim sheet will be posted tomorrow. We're going to go ahead and post the first sign up for Call of Duty. Kind of like you were mentioning, the Warzone is going to be private lobby. It works the easiest. It's a game a bunch of you guys will be able to play at once. But Madden 2K, we're actually gonna set up tournaments for those. So Gary, T Ross, they'll be in the tournaments, etc.
Okay. Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Yep. Everyone, thanks for stopping by. Really appreciate you guys.
All right. Thank you.
Appreciate it.